Am I?
Hi, my name is Othow here with IWTV. Today I'm here with Brandon Strubing. He's an instructor at our Weston. Brandon, thank you for being here today, especially considering the short notice.
Yeah, no problem at all. Happy to be here. So,
Thank you. I would like to ask you a few questions. My first question would be the importance of a resume. I have an associate's in graphic design, and to be a graphic designer, you have to is required to have a portfolio.
yeah.
And I feel like a portfolio is the same thing as a resume. And what's some advice or tips that you could give for students that are maybe coming out of high school and going into college, and ways to how?
Yeah. So, during your time in college, you're putting together pieces about yourself to help you succeed later in life. And, one of the important parts of that is the resume. So we were talking about that in one of my classes today, actually. And it's basically just important in applying for a job. It highlights the qualifications, the skills, and the experience that you have to help you get the job that you want in the future. So as students are going through school, I always recommend that they're keeping track of the accomplishments and skills and experiences that they're getting so that they can be able to apply for a job down the road.
Some great advice. My next question is, I have a side gig. I shoot videos on the side, and I guess transitioning from, if you're like a student that's trying to be an entrepreneur, how would you make that transition?
How do you make that transition? I think first and foremost, it starts with an idea. So you seem to have at least probably one of the biggest pieces of the puzzle put together. Once you have an idea, then you can start doing your marketing, maybe raising capital. Oftentimes people want to go into entrepreneurship to make money. That's not necessarily a bad thing, but you first of all need an idea, because without an idea, you don't really have much of anything to go on with.
Okay, my last question would be loans, student loans, something that majority of students have to take out during school. My question is the difference between private loans and federal loans, and maybe you could elaborate on that more.
Yeah, just kind of on student loans in general. Student loans have really ballooned as I guess in terms of a lot of people have a lot of student loans these days. I think it has surpassed even credit card debt recently. So students need to pay attention to what kind of student loan they have as well. You generally want to take out the governmental student loans first before you get into the private student loans. And one of the reasons for that is the interest rate on the government loans is oftentimes subsidized. So the government pays for the interest, and it's almost always a lower interest rate than the private student loans. And there's more rules around forgiveness with private institutions and banks versus the governmental. So typically you want to work with the government first before you deal with a private bank. Those are more risky.
Well, thank you, Brandon. I appreciate you being here.
Yeah.
I'm Othow with IWTV News.
Cut.
TV, not news. We get two takes. So.